Hi, recently I bought this electric scooter. This is the model, which has a problem with the gas control, throttle control, speed control, maybe let's call it speed control. When I turn it on, you can see the LEDs for the battery charge. Here are the controls. The controls don't work. This is the throttle or speed, and this is the brake. But when I move the wheel, it starts spinning with a full speed. And then again, the speed control doesn't do anything, but the brake, it brakes. Until again I move the wheel and it starts again. So let's try to fix it. Okay, let's try to unscrew this handlebar first, and then unscrew and remove this control here. Yeah, let's try unscrewing this piece. Yeah, it should come off now, maybe not. Yeah, indeed, it probably contains a Hall sensor. My bet is that the cable is broken somewhere, but maybe this piece is broken too. It would be better because I wouldn't have to remove this piece. But okay, so let's unscrew those two screws now. Those two screws, sorry for being off camera. So let's try unscrewing those two screws. Let's see what's inside. There are two small screws here, two additional screws. So let's try to unscrew them. Maybe this will do, yeah. Shoot, again. Another one. Let's maybe use a magnet to pick it up. A small magnet here. Okay. Then now I should be able to open it. There's a spring here. Okay. So yeah, there's a spring. There's probably a magnet here and a Hall sensor. So we'll try to remove it. Oh yeah, there's a Hall sensor here. As you can see, there's a board. There's a small board. We can measure the voltages when it's running. We will see how it works. If we measure the voltages, it can tell us about the broken cable too. Maybe. We'll see. Let's remove it. Yeah. There are two cables here. Most probably the red one should be the power, and the black one should be ground, and the green one should be signal, but it's not always like this, so it's only my guess. Let's measure it. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see the voltage. Yeah, you should see it now. Okay, let's turn this bloody machine on. I hope you can see me. Yeah, let's stand on it so it doesn't fly away when I'm doing my measurements. Let's measure the black to red first. 0.06 volts. Black to green. It's minus, so maybe the green one is the ground. let's remove this piece too. My guess is that the cable is broken somewhere, somehow, and I will try to get inside of this piece and see what's going on. Okay, so I removed those two controls, this one and this one. I suspect the cable from the speed control is broken somewhere here. Well, not here, but somewhere here. So I will try to remove it somehow, maybe, if I'm lucky enough. Oh yeah. There's a connector here and the cable is here. Yeah, and it's the common cable with this one. So I will try to remove it and fix it. Let's try removing this heat shrink, because it's a heat shrink here. Can even measure it somewhere here. Maybe we will. We'll apply a new heat shrink after I finish it, of course. Come on. Yeah, so let's disconnect it, but first I want to run it, to start it. So yeah, now it's running. Let's disconnect this one and it slows down. So my guess is that something inside this cable or this assembly is broken, but let's measure it. Okay, so let's disassemble this first and check for the continuity of those cables here. Yeah, there is a Hall sensor here. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe light shine. There is a Hall sensor here. The board is here. So let's check for the continuity. I mounted it this way so it will be easier to see. I have a continuity tester here in the background. You can hear it, right? Maybe you can. So first the red wire. Let's check the red wire. There is a continuity. Then the green wire. One moment, maybe. The green, I don't know if you can see anything. There is a continuity, and then the black one. There is a continuity. We twist it somehow. So let's check the green wire. Let's secure it here. No, the twisting doesn't do anything to the green wire. And the red one, maybe. No, the red one seems fine too. And the last one, black one. Let's see it here. Connect it here. No, so this control actually seems to be okay. I was curious, so I had to remove the cover. There is a motor controller, the battery pack. Does it say anything here? And now it's the other way around, so maybe, yeah. There's a battery pack. Here is a wire to all the controls. Here is this wire, and it might be broken somewhere, or maybe not. Show with only one hand. I don't have a good enough tripod stand, but the black cable is broken somewhere in this cable. The continuity should be between and so show it. Here is the come on. Here are those 3 wires. Yeah. And here are those 3 wires, and the black one cable is broken. But do we really have to remove the cable, replace the cable? Maybe not, because as you can see, this is the brake connector and this is the accelerator connector. The black one cables are connected together. This is a ground, most probably. And the red ones are connected too. So my guess is that the red ones are the ground, common ground. Black ones are the ground, red ones are the power, and green ones are the signal. Let's mirror it. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can. Okay, so let's turn it on. And let's check the voltage. Between the black one and the red one, it's 5 volts, yeah. And here it's 5 volts too. And between the green one, yeah, it's pulled up, most probably. It's pulled up to the power line. So yeah, we can connect it here. Can you see it? Maybe you can. You can make a connection here between those 2 grounds and it should work. We'll see. But I think it will work. Now let's connect it together with a heat shrink. Maybe this way you can see better. Here's heat shrink for the accelerator. Here is the accelerator connector. This way. Here is a heat shrink for the brake. And the brake connector. And we can do it with hot air. Let's use hot air for it. Let's shrink it. It's not really wise to do it next to the battery, but anyway, have no choice. It is a hair dryer or something like that. But yeah, should be fine. Okay, it should be enough. Okay, so as you can see, the cable is here. The ground is on the blue one here, and on this broken black one here. So I will strip the insulation here, disconnect the black one, and connect it with the blue one somewhere around. Okay, I remove this insulation. Now I will cut the black wire and connect it to the blue one. Yeah, the blue one. So let's cut it here, for example. Let's strip the blue one somewhere around here. Maybe with this knife, maybe it will do. You can try. It's quite hard insulation, so it's not that easy. And I'm constantly looking at the camera to see if you can see it. So it's not very easy to scrap it, but maybe I'll be able to do it somehow. Yeah, and the scooter really is quite heavy. So let's scrap it here. Maybe let's cut it anyway and connect wires. No, to scrap it. Maybe let's cut it here. And here. Yeah, it should be enough. Now let's cut this isolation off. Do I have a tool? And yeah, I'm using something like this. Okay. Now let's twist it and then solder it and then protect it. I won't be able to use a heat shrink because I didn't want to break the blue wire. Maybe I should. It should be fine. On the insulation on the yellow one is broken too. Yeah, so let's solder it. Let's use a solder and do some soldering. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, it's enough. Should be enough. So before I isolate it, I want to test it first. So before insulating it, let's test it first. This is the accelerator, but it needs a wheel to be turning first. So let's put it halfway, for example. Turn the wheel. No, this way. Yeah. And it seems to be working. It's working. But now let's test the brake. It's braking. So it seems to be working. So let's insulate it now and we can call it a fix. To insulate it, I will use some electric tape and then I will use a heat shrink over it. So maybe let's show it here. Where's my tape? Right here. Let's grab some tape. And let's wrap it with this tape, starting with this wire, with this junction, with this connection, and then let's wrap everything because other wires are insulated, so it should be okay. Yeah, and then let's connect everything back together. Yeah, I have a couple of heat shrinks here, different heat shrinks. I think I will use this one. Yeah, it will be enough. Not too much, not too little. This is too bad. I will use this heat shrink to shrink those connectors too. Yeah, so let's put it here. Right, now can you see it? Yeah, you can't see anything. blocking it with my hand, but anyway. Okay, let's put it here. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Let's turn where is it? Turn on. Let's use the hotter to shrink it. Acquire is a bit longer, but does it matter? Really? It shouldn't. And let's definitely clamp this end so it will be slightly better fit. And now we can continue. This is the brake, and this is very hot still. But let's put the brake here. I'm still forgetting to see the phone, if you can see it or not. It's a bit messy to do it, to be honest. It's a bit hard to do it, to be honest. This is so let's capture it this way. Yeah. Okay, so let's connect it, but first let's apply a heat shrink over here, over it. Some amount of heat shrink over those two connections. Where's my knife again? Where's my knife? And this is the brake. Let's connect it here. This is the accelerator. Let's connect it here. Yeah. Is it correct? Okay. So now we can shrink it again, and it should be working. Most probably. Okay. Didn't it move? No, it didn't. So let's shrink it here. You could also use a lighter to do it, but I have a hotter, so I'm using hotter. One guy uses a hair dryer, it's okay too. And this one. Great. Now we can wait for it because it's quite hot right now. I'm not sure now you can see it now. Now you can see it. I know I have many different things on my desk and it's still very hot. It barely wants to slide through this hole, but it was heat shrunk before, and yeah, now we can connect this one here, like this. No, not like this. There's that. It here, push it here, right, and this one like that, right, again, the screw is here, and again, I push it here, and then push it here, and we can screw it now. Yeah, we can screw. So we can screw it down here. So it's perpendicular. Yeah. And down here. Okay, now connect those two handlebars. This one, no, it's the other one, because one has a right thread and another one has a left thread. Where's the second one? And we can screw this one this way. Yeah. This way. One more thing, we can use this to switch it, and then yeah, we can grip it like that. Yeah, and then maybe we can turn it around even a little bit. So it's just all about adjusting it right now for me. But it should work. Now it should be working. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's it.